That's crazy though. It's 5. It's usually really loud. My headset is, but then it's like really low. But then again, since I constantly switch back and forth, I guess it makes sense. That, and I think the output for the PS4 sound is just naturally lower, so I gotta be able to like hear. But I also don't really blame that. I honestly think it's a little audio jack. Friendly characters can give you intel, sell your items, and more. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did it off with a win. No, okay. We don't need all that. Oh, okay. So this is for me winning. Yep. We're gonna continue to play as a Coruscant guard. At least for now. Frolic. That's one of those words that I don't know means, because every time I sit there and see someone quote unquote frolicking, they're doing something completely different. So I tell him it's one of me. He making fun of me. Interesting. You know what dance they need to add in here? The dolphin one. Dolphin, 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 dolphin. Like, I'm actually surprised that's not in this. Oh, okay, I was about to say. Okay, so sometimes they do put it back in the item shop. That's good to know. And I still think it's funny how they had 3 different errors. 3 different eras. Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, and Phantom Menace. 2 item bundle. Yep, it's just these. Why didn't I already get the Coruscant Pride? And the Ahsoka's Guard? And the Wolfpack Battalion one? Since like I already got the skin, you know, it would have made sense. I guess they couldn't call it Force Choke, so they just had to call it Dark Side. Why is this one so much more expensive? Like for 1 Stormtrooper armor, then compare that to 2 Clone Trooper for like 800. Sith Trooper. I wish they would have showed more like the variants, like the different ones, like a Scout Trooper, the Imperial Guards, you know, like the ones that have the all red costumes, and then the stick. Call it a stick, but yeah, y'all know what I mean. Welcome to the stream, my one viewer. Yeah, welcome 5. I just have to go to the PlayStation to sit there and see it, because I actually don't have the stream pulled up on my phone. I'm not gonna lie, I do like him with the black.
May the force be with you.
It's a furry. Alright, let's get into the game. Oh, I'm over here looking for my phone. It's literally right next to me. Alright, because y'all know I like to have the stream pulled up so I can quickly read messages. 8:31 p. Well, okay, so like the thing is for me, I live in Central Standard Time, which would be also known as Chicago time. And it's 8:30 p.m. for me. Well, 8:32 p.m. for me. Um, on the East Coast, which would be like Eastern Standard Time, so like New York time, that's gonna be 7:32. I mean, not 7:32, 9:32, and I believe it's 7:32 on the West Coast, which would be like California time, or in 2 hours behind. So actually, I could double check right now. Yeah, it's 7:33 right now. So now I'm trying to think if it's like winter time or like what time. Like what's usually like 2 hours. Oh, I see. All right, time to get a dub. Relentless retreat. Uh, yeah, let's get a relentless retreat. I was gonna say let's go over here to the unexplored areas, but no, I think I'm gonna just go here. If we would have been coming in this way, we definitely would have probably went the shady stilt. No, I hate when the terrain's still loading because you don't know if you're gonna land in like a tree or something. Nice. It's like a nice thing of loot right there. Dang, I was really hoping for a small shield potion. Just so I can heal up. Well, I say heal up, get shield. Um, you know what? I'm gonna rock with the combat SMG because I don't like that gun. It doesn't have enough ammo, like for my liking. Granted, I know they didn't want to make it too OP, but like I mean, the thing is, it has like 40 bullets, and between every 20 shots you take, you gotta reload, and so it's hard to like build up that consistency to like shoot and take somebody out. Yeah, don't worry, I saw this right here. Let's go ahead and get this. Oh yeah, I heard about Titanfall 3 being canceled. Yeah, but now one thing I wish developers would do is just sit there and start working on like new IPs. Like quit trying to get on the success of like other things, you know? Like be willing to more IPs. Like not everything is gonna be a success. Hold on. Appreciate the diversity, you know? And I think that's what like a lot of developers don't understand. It's like it's like about the like the diversity of games definitely helps whether people like a company or not. Like if I know you're only making one or two games, like let's say like Rockstar, like they're only making not let me not use Rockstar. Um if I only know like for example, like I'm trying to use it. Like Activision, like how they're mainly just making Call of Duty. If I know they're just making Call of Duty, and I don't really rock with Call of Duty like that, I'm not gonna play an Activision game. It's just that simple. Now, if they came out with something that wasn't Call of Duty, that would be that might be more like something that I may like or something like that. Then I might give it a shot. And that's the beauty of diversity. And like also not everything needs a sequel. Not everything needs like 5 different games to be a franchise. And I would say the same thing about movies. Not everything needs to have like 10 different movies for it. And like don't get me wrong, like I can understand if it's the same universe but different characters or whatever. Like okay, that's kind of understandable. Oh snap! I'm not paying attention. Like I mean, I don't got any issue though because um, I got like a med kit. Alright, let's just listen out for song. But it's like yeah, not everything sits there needs a sequel. Like we don't need to constantly see like the same characters in like the same situation. That's why as much as people hate on like Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6, those games were honestly the natural evolution to what Resident Evil had to become because it's like because all those characters have been through many different zombie outbreaks. It's like, bro, they're not gonna react like scared little kids. Especially because not only are most of them police working for the government or doing some other type of like they work for like some sort of like government entity or something like that and are trained to shoot and like kill or whatever. So they're gonna know how to handle themselves in high stressful situations and stuff like that. Like it's like they know how to fire a gun and all that. It's like the thing is they're naturally just gonna evolve with it. And it's like you can't constantly keep putting them in situations because they're gonna have to start doing more because it's not gonna make sense for them to be scared or not know how to handle it. Like the first Resident Evil, you can kind of get away with it. Like the first like 3, you can kind of get away with it because you can make the argument that Stars didn't know how to handle zombies. You know, they never seen anything like zombies or like zombie animals, zombie creatures and stuff like that. They were just in shock. Resident Evil 2, you could sit there and say the same thing with the rest of the RPD, Leon, you know, and Claire, even though she got training from Chris on how to like shoot guns or whatever. But like, and then like even Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, you can make the excuse that Jill didn't know what to sit there and do when she saw Nemesis. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have shot at him. Nah, bro, I was lagging hard, bro. Y'all sit there and see me try and shoot him with the shotgun? Nah, but that was my fault, though. I shouldn't have tried to attack him from so far away with that combat SMG. Rewards, Sony rewards don't work in my country, Europe. Oh, that sucks. I do like his Futurama backpack though, with the blender. I think that's the dude's name. But yeah, it's like you can make the arguments for those situations and why those characters would be scared, and you could pretty much make a case for their involvement in the game and why they would be cool in the game or whatever, you know, and why it would still be scary, you know. But then when you get into, and then you could even do the same with Code V and Zero. But like when you get into Resident Evil 4, and even still, they kind of do it a little bit. Like Leon's still not used to some of those bioweapons or whatever that they come up with. But at the same time, he still knows how to handle himself well enough that he just pretty much makes them look weak, you know? And so, if he starts sitting there, I was about to say, I'm like, that thing says 0. And so it's like, if you sit there and, if you sit there and, alright, we'll try going to Cheeky Compound. Oh, Creaky Compound, my bad. And so, like, even still, like, with Chris, Leon, and those other people in RE6, it's like they are kind of already trained to sit there and take on BOWs. And, like, here's the thing. Bro, that's not even, like, connected to them. But here's also the thing. In Resident Evil 4, what you gotta remember is, like, I think that was after, that takes place after one of the CGI movies. So pretty much what they're trying to sit there and say is, like, he also dealt with other POWs, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not really that scary, or like, because they're not ill-equipped. They know different survival techniques. Like, they know more stuff. Bro, I'm letting you live, bro. I ain't like that. Alright, you wanna fight? You wanted to fight. I mean, they wanted to fight, bro. I was gonna let them be. But it's like they already knew how to handle themselves. So like when you do sit there and see Leon roundhouse kicking people's heads off or suplexing people, and then you got like Chris like right hooking people with his red filled right. Or even Sheva hitting people with the Frankensteiner. Like, it's to become, it's like expected because they've been dealing with bio W's for so long. It's like they kind of know how to sit there and handle themselves. And so that's why, like, even though I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like Ethan in Resident Evil 7. Um, I still like the idea. Whoops. I still like the idea of like a character that was new and fresh, because you can sit there and do more stuff with that. Like, you can't really do stuff when they sit there and know how to handle the situations given to them. Like, another example would probably be Vin Diesel and all those people in like the Fast and Furious movies. Like, yeah, it was cool sitting there seeing y'all race like the first couple of times or whatever. Hey, it was cool sitting there seeing y'all race the first couple of times and all that. And then, oh, even some of the heists were pretty interesting, whatever. And like, but at the same time, it's like, oh yeah, and then like, them working with the government. Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. But then after you sit there and see it in a while, and then you just start seeing like some of this different and crazy stuff they're doing, it's just like, all right, I have no real feeling like this dude's in danger. Like, I don't think Vin Diesel's about to die here. Honestly, I think the closest I got to that feeling was in the latest Fast and Furious movie, right when it left on the cliffhanger. But I already know they're not going to kill him off. And honestly, wow, I paid all that money. Wait, yeah, this is thermal DMR. I paid all that money when I could have just came over here and got that. That's ridiculous. But it's like, oh, thanks for that. Oh my goodness. Bro, I couldn't see him. I'm not even gonna sit there and lie to you. Because I was shooting them while they were in the water, but like... Okay. That's actually wild. Oh, nice. That's good you did that. Right now, Modern Warfare 3 is coming out. Activision said, let's take all Modern Warfare 2 progressive skin and camo on Modern Warfare 3. But why then they didn't take Modern Warfare 1 progress or 2 and 3? Honestly, they probably just didn't think about it, or didn't think they could do it, or they just went the lazy route and chose not to sit there and do it. And then they realized that, oh, a lot of players would sit there and like this, so let's do it. But yeah, and like, I was honestly thinking about it too. Like, why every time I have like a cool idea for like a game, or like what they should do in the next series, is just kill a bunch of characters off or whatever. And then I realized something. It's because none of these characters are in danger of dying. Those Resident Evil characters, they're really not in danger of dying. I think the only one who did die, and I'm gonna kind of spoil this, but I mean, I already had the gameplay on there. Resident Evil Village, when Ethan died, I was like, oh, that's actually interesting. But then you realize he actually died in the 7th game. And I'm like, okay, that's actually an interesting twist. But it felt like consequences were had and all that. a lot of these games, movies, and whatever, they're just so scared to kill off characters. And it's like, why? Like, I get you don't want to sit there and kill off Leon because he's your cow cat. I mean, your cash cow. And you don't want to do that. But here's the thing, you didn't use Jill Valentine for like, what, 10 plus years? Same with Rebecca. It's like, bro, just kill the characters off. Like, obviously, do it in an emotionally impactful way, but like, let there be like consequences for something. And like, no, I don't want Rebecca the Chambers to die or Jill Valentine because you know that there's some of my favorite Resident Evil characters, but at the same time, it's like no character of substance is dying. Like, no character is just dying. And someone's gonna be like, "Oh, well, this character died in this game." Well, if the character dies and it's his first and last appearance in that one game, he does not count. He does not count. If he shows up in RE6 and he dies in RE6, that does not count. Alright, let's try and focus so we can like actually kill people, because there's no way that dude should not have died. But yeah, like that's what I'm trying to sit there and say is like when people like with all these sequels and then like I even going on to movies, like you mean to tell me that only like what 3 people died in the big end game fight? Well, on the good guys standpoint, like obviously, you know, the bad guys um like died. But like only like 3 dudes sat there and died. Tony Stark, obviously. Um, I think it was like one wizard or whatever, and maybe like one Wakandan dude, and it's just like, bro, really? Like, out of all this stuff, they were the only ones who died. And it's like, bro, they could have, like, how are you gonna have like a huge final battle, fate of the world, no, fate of the universe, and only 2 people die? Oh, okay, CFI. Thank you for coming to stream. It was fun talking to you. And it's like, bro, like, no one, none of them are sitting there dying. It's just like, what are the stakes? Like, I don't sit there and believe these characters are gonna die because it's like they're put in these impossible situations and then they survive. And if they're constantly doing that, it's like, there's no consequences. And that's what I dislike about media now. There's like no consequences. And like again, I'm not trying to sit there and say you need to just kill characters off just to kill characters off. But what I am sitting there saying is there's going to be an emotional weight to the characters, in that if they serve no other purpose to the overall universe, just go ahead and kill them off like that, or quit putting them in your media. And like what I mean by that is like, yeah, like so like what the, oh yeah, so like kind of what I mean by that is like, if you know, like, yeah, I think, well, like, because here's my thing. Yeah, it's cool to sit there and bring a character back after years of them not being shown or whatever. But at the same time, it's like you might as well like sit there. But then again, like I don't know, it's kind of hard to sit there and explain. Like I'm all for, you know, same universe but a completely different story with a different main character, you know what I mean? And like yeah, you can make references to what like another character is sitting there doing or whatever. But at the same time, like you don't need to sit there and bring back some of these characters. Uh-oh. Ooh, let me go right back down. I don't know. Like, I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know how to verbalize it. Pretty much what I'm saying is like, don't put these characters in situations that we know there's a 0% chance that they're gonna sit there and die. Like, here's the thing, like, I can understand it from the standpoint of, oh, well, like, see, here's the thing, you can even sit there and say this, oh, well, we're trying to get new fans with a character or whatever. Because it's like, let's sit there and be honest. Oh, wait, by the way, how much damage does this do? Of course. I'm out of stamina. Because like, if Resident Evil Vendetta was your first time into the Resident Evil series, you're not gonna know who Rebecca is. So why should you sit there and care to begin with? You know what I mean? Or Death Island. Well, no, I can't really use Jill for this because everyone knows Jill Valentine. Um, but let's sit there and say if Jill wasn't as popular and she appeared in Death Island or whatever, which I still haven't seen by the way. Um, like people aren't really gonna sit there and dang, they're moving pretty unpredictably. Dang it. Quit moving. Because I only got one shot. No, you don't. Thought she was slick with it. Nah, I probably should get the Ram. I ain't talking about the truck. But it's like you're not gonna care about that character either way. Like you clearly brought that back for your resident, like your longtime Resident Evil fans, because again, she hasn't been in the series for like 10 years. The same thing you did with Rebecca in Vendetta, because she hadn't been in the series for years, and it's just like, and it's like again, like you sit there and you bring these characters back, but it's like now you gotta like uphold them to some sort of justice, you know? And then like again, like if you sit there and were to perform the character, like portray the character right as you should, as like a trained professional or whatever, then it's like again them being in a zombie infested area. I was about to say, then it's like they shouldn't have any problems dealing with them. But yeah, I don't know. I hope what I said makes sense. Like I know it's kind of hard because I'm like playing and I don't really have time to gather all my thoughts and like express what I'm like trying to say, but that's how I sit there and see it. It's like with the sequels, unless you're gonna like explore new characters and new ideas. Now, don't get me wrong. If like all of a sudden, Jill or like I don't even know, like oh yeah, like you do like some like oh Jill is finally going back into action or whatever, and all of a sudden it's just a bunch of like vampires or something like that, and they can like fly and do like you know what vampires do, you know, turn into bats and stuff like that. And Jill had to take that on. Okay, I could see her being a little shaken up or whatever about it. And like have an issue. But again, you gotta go to the extreme. And that's my whole point about it. You have to constantly be treading and going through extremes. But that's more so a part for, you know, the hero. But like again, like what I just said was more so about the villains. Is either you gotta make the villains super powerful and make it unlike anything you've ever seen, or you gotta do it with the heroes if they're constantly reappearing in a certain situation. Ooh, that might actually be a good gun. You know, let's go ahead and use this. So that stays with us. Damn, I was just trying to make sure my gun was reloaded. Alright, at least we have some semblance of health. Oh, a perfect example of too many sequels and doing crazy stuff. John Wick. Like, alright, like, I'm not gonna lie, the first 3 movies were cool. You know, I got them on DVD. But I was watching the 4th one, it's like, yeah, I mean, this dude, John Wick, he's not really in danger no matter how much damage he's taken. He just still always finds a way to make it through, and it's like, bro, hurry up. Alright, I don't think any of that stuff's worth it. What up, Pino? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, John Wick, he be doing a bunch of crazy stuff. So it's like, if they do like a John Wick 5, which I know they're gonna do, you're gonna have to amp it up. And you're just gonna have to keep amping it up. You're gonna have to make the villains really tough, because no one's gonna want to sit there and see you, see John Wick just body the enemies. It's like we've seen that already. So you gotta do something that makes it different. And it's like, that's the problem with too many sequels. You gotta amp it up, whether it's the enemies and turn them into nigh unstoppable, like that are almost unstoppable. That the main character can only beat with the Achilles heel, with their Achilles heel, I mean. Or you're gonna have to make your character just super OP compared to what he's facing. Alright, Peanut. I didn't even know they NASCAR races would play this late, unless you're watching like a rerun or something. But I know almost nothing about NASCAR. Ain't no way I lagged into the storm. Ain't no way, man. I lagged back into the storm. Alright, I'm gonna eat this floppy. Pause. Huge pause on that. I don't know why that sounds like so wrong. Oh, I see what you mean. Dang, I wish I'd have known. Oh my goodness. Like, I was looking on that map, I'm like trying to sit there and see like how much further I have to go. That storm like right there with me. Ouch. Boom! Dang, I saw him too. That's why I was trying to get up on that pole. Pause. thing that sucks is I do not have a shotty. That's why dude was looking all confused. Alright, get out of here. Boom! Quit moving. Dang it. That lag messed that up. Dang it. I gotta hide. Because this is gonna be whoever can third party first. Bro, if I had a shotgun, bro, I would have beat her. Pause. Because I played that perfectly. All I had to do, like, all I had to do was have, like, a shotgun. Had I had a shotgun on, like, what I should have did was wait that close. Because that was laid out perfectly for me. Next time in a situation like that, I'm gonna play to the circle, because I didn't need to push up on them. They needed to push up on me. But it's like I couldn't really hit them because that scope gun zoomed in so much, and it's just like, I don't know. I probably should have just tried hip firing it, but I'm not taking that chance when it's lagging. Yeah, but that one was my fault. Yeah, but nah, that one's on me. Like I take personal responsibility for that one. That one's just like I played that horribly. Honestly, I had a horrible loadout. No, well, no, my all right. Let me not say it's horrible. Ugh. Let me not say it's horrible because it's not. It wasn't a bad loadout at all. It's just y'all know I'm more mid to close range. Like I'm a mid to close range player when it comes to fights. I'm not really long distance. Well, I'm more mid than anything. I'm more like a mid-range player. Like I can fight you more at like a pace. To compensate, I usually get a shotgun to compensate up close and personal. Um, long range. It's like the way I had it, it was more like a long range loadout. I got that scope gun. I had the sniper rifle. Like it was just bad. Like I think, no, this is scope gun too. I was about to say even with that I'd been better. But like I think even if I had the worst shotgun in the game, I probably would have been able to squeeze that one out. Cause they were like pushed up right on the storm. Dang, I keep forgetting about some of the place over here. Oh, I'm dead. Alright. Bro, I thought that was it for me. I'm not even gonna lie. Alright, we're about to go King Pistol on some fools. Yeah, no, that actually probably would help. That one, I think, probably would have won me that game had I switched to the SMG. Okay. What the? Ooh, what would be cool is if they used like the weapons they had were for like regional areas. Like let's sit there and say I spawn at Mega City. Nah, actually no, that would be a little OP. But pretty much what I was gonna sit there and say is like, imagine there's only like a certain loadout you can get at oh, that's the same gun I already had. At like Mega City, you know. Let's say it's like futuristic sci-fi, you know. And then you go over here, Steamy Springs, and then Kenjutsu Crossing, it's more feudal Japan, you know. But I'm like, if you honestly, if you knew like what weapons you're probably gonna get, what's gonna end up happening is like you just be too OP. Cause like, all right, let me go to Mega City so I can get this gun that I know would be perfect for me. But I tell you what, people get wind of the easiest gun in the game, everyone's going to that spot on the map. It was gonna be the next Tilted Towers. But yeah, no. That idea, after I like really thought about it, was actually kind of a bad idea. Now, unless if they kind of did the same amount, like, well, if they did the same amount of damage and they would just had like a skin that was different, then I guess that'd be different, you know. So like, let's sit there and say, it's the suppressed pistol at Eclipse Estate, right? Maybe over at Mega City, this is a futuristic pistol that does the same amount of damage, and then but you can only get it from Mega City, like you can get this pistol only from Eclipse Estate or whatever. And then like, I think that would be cool. And then like, maybe in like the feudal area, it's just like I don't know what would be the equivalent. Maybe like a crossbow, but like it literally just works the exact same as this gun. It's not gonna be like the Cupid bow. Like, I think that would be something interesting, and it will help like keep the weapons in the same aesthetic. So like, literally, that's the only way I can see them doing my idea. Ah, dang, I was trying to hop on the other one. Well, actually, go ahead and give me the Maven shotgun. So, and I realized this, I think also my problem with that one is like, there's like a delay. I think I kept thinking that was lag a couple of times that I played, I think last time, and maybe like, I think once this time. But like, sorry about that, yawn. But I think that was like, but like, not like, that's just how like the gun actually shot. Oh, okay. Dang. It's like, I'm gonna take my chances. That dude's bad. Got one thing right, I'm bad. Yeah, you gotta push up on me. Yep, as soon as that long distance turn into, start getting close to mid distance, that's when I start putting that work on it. Nah, that was crazy though. Like, I hopped over there with the quickness, shot the whole thing, hit the tree. Oh, perfect. Honestly, like, even if I had a pistol last round, now that I think about it, I probably would have been able to do a little something, something with that. Oh, I could have been pressing L3 this entire time. I was pressing, circle. What up, Christian Diamond? Welcome to the stream. I was wondering when I was gonna see more wildlife. That's not even wildlife, bro. I thought that was a wolf. Okay. Bro, that's crazy.